A lot to get at today. Hi, I'm meteorologist Dave Humby. Things will be changing dramatically for the interior. A little warming at the coast. Already today, kind of getting a little different feel. We've seen very pervasive clouds. Well, today they cleared a little better. They are just off the coast in some cases. Other places along the central coast are seeing some of the marine clouds rushing in already. But even if you don't have the clouds, you can see the value of marine cooled air. Mid-60s to about 70 at the coast, closer to 90 degrees in the interior. Mid-80s, Shandon and Paso Robles, Santa Ynez 77, 65 in Santa Barbara. The winds are about 5 to 15 miles per hour. No advisories in effect here locally. Still warm in the Central Valley, though. A little bit of cooler air did push that direction today. 110 Palm Springs, 107 in Las Vegas, 111 in Phoenix. Most of the country is actually very warm outside of the Great Lakes and the Northeast. Now, when we look at weather watchers today, 61 Morro Bay, we've been at that number much of the week thus far. Paso Robles, 91 yesterday in the 80s, but go one day before that, it was the triple digits. So this was a nice little break. 63 Pismo, 77 SLO Airport, 76 at Cal Poly. Cuyama, 96, 70 Lompoc, 69 at Santa Barbara Airport, 71 Santa Maria, 84 the high today in Santa Ynez. So here you can see all the low cloud cover, again, getting ready to push into the coastal valleys, but increasing high pressure is going to squish it out of the interior, and that's why temperatures there in my forecast going up 10 degrees. Take a look at this. This is the summer monsoon over the Four Corners region. It's trying to push to the west. One of the reasons we're going to warm up, have a trough lifting out of the area. This heat dome is backing in. The monsoon will make it to parts of eastern California, perhaps even some showers and thunderstorms in the Sierra, but locally I don't think it gets all the way out here. We have other things to watch for. There's a coastal flood statement up in the Bay Area because we have a supermoon king tide event. What is that? Well, this is the biggest supermoon of the year. That's when the moon's orbit brings it a little closer to Earth than normal because the moon does not go around the Earth in a circle. It's more of an ellipse. So at times it gets a little closer. Tides are always created by the moon, but a supermoon increases the tide height because gravity works better the closer another gravitational object is to the Earth. So when you get both of them together, that's why we call it a supermoon. Roughly 7% larger on the visible look at it, 15% brighter. So between 8:30 and 10:30, both tonight and again tomorrow, we're going to see 7 to 7.5 foot high tides, and that could cause minor tidal overflow. Again, in the Bay Area, it's an actual advisory. Locally, I'm advising you that the tides will be big. There you go. This is the heat dome here. You can see how it's trying to press back into the west here a little bit. Again, I think the biggest impact is just going to be the increase in heat in the interior. And you can see it in my forecast. 101 in Paso Robles, 79 for SLO, 73 Santa Maria and Lompoc, 74 in Santa Barbara. So a lot of coastal locations won't notice a whole lot of change. Again, we saw sunshine in the afternoon at all the coastal valleys, some of the beaches. That'll be the case again tomorrow, but basically the entire interior has that triple digit potential or very close. And places like Santa Ynez, kind of in that Goldilocks zone between the heat and the cooler air at the coast, fairly close to the averages. And once we get to 100, we kind of just stay there in that forecast. Even when we cool a little early next week, it's still upper 90s. But San Luis Obispo near 80 degrees, Santa Maria in the 70s, Santa Barbara in the 70s.
All right. Thank you.
And we're complete today.
We are.
Yeah,
Look at
the
that.
families together.